Let's start. Добрый день, уважаемые участники. Мы можем начинать. Сейчас у нас будет презентация Томского государственного университета, поэтому попрошу университет систем управления и радиоэлектроники. Попрошу слово.
Спасибо большое. Меня зовут Мария Афанасьева, я начальник отдела международного сотрудничества Томского государственного университета систем управления и радиоэлектроники, как уже было сказано, университета, который располагается в городе Томск. Для тех из вас, кто уже знаком с этим городом, сегодня вы узнаете что-то новое, возможно, я надеюсь. Для тех, кто не владеет еще русским языком, для того, чтобы до конца понять, что я сейчас говорю, моя презентация состоит на английском. В общем, если какие-то будут вопросы, то мы обязательно все вопросы ответим. Есть в конце электронная почта моя, на которую я буду рада все получить заявки и ответы. So my name is Maria Afanasyeva. I'm the head of international cooperation for Tomsk State University of Control Systems and Radio Electronics. That is a university that is located in the city of Tomsk. The long name of the university, you don't really need to remember it because we use the acronym for this. This is RUE University, very easy to remember. So let me proceed. Our university is a research entrepreneurial university. What does it mean? That means that we encourage our students to become entrepreneurs and to become the researchers and make a profit out of the research. Today, we got 12,000 students. We got 12 faculties, and mostly all of those faculties are, let's say, focused in the fields like nanoelectronics, robotics and mechatronics, radio engineering, information security, which is very high demanded field today, automated system, of course, software engineering, and intelligent power electronics and innovation. University is quite specific. Most of the income of the university comes from the research. So the companies, our partner companies, order to the university research in the mentioned fields, and that makes our researchers and our students who do the research richer. Well, here we got faculties that we have in the university. You may notice that mostly all of them are engineering, but still we got some, being like a full-scale university, we have some human science majors that are quite few, also economics, if ever you are interested in those fields. Here on the slide, I put the information about the bachelor's and master's that we have. Well, I won't detail on this because everything can be found on our website. Just the bigger majors are reflected here. Let's say doubling the same fields that I already mentioned. So you can find each and every program in those fields in our university. Each major can include up to like 5 or even 10 specializations and programs. You got here everything related on radio engineering, telecommunications, software engineering, photonics, electronics, and nanoelectronics, but also, as I said, some economics, some business informatics, management, and all those majors. We got, of course, the PhD as well. PhD is more specific and also in the same fields. General information for international students, especially for non-Russian speaking students. So all the majors that you have saw just a couple of seconds ago are delivered in Russian language. So, but no panic. So we got so-called Foundation Pre-University course. So this Foundation Pre-University course will allow you to learn Russian well enough in one academic year here on campus, so to be able to then enroll degree studies. So this pre-university course, as I said, lasts only one academic year. So this academic year usually starts in October. We got only one intake. So the further one will be in October 2022. And the submissions are already in progress for those who are interested in studies in our universities for the pre-university faculty, for the pre-university course. All the price is quite, I would say, reasonable, only $1,700 per year. And you should apply before September the 1st. Because we need then some couple of weeks to prepare you an invitation to come to Russia to study. Then after, well, what is the pre-university faculty? So usually this not only a Russian language, because we are preparing the future engineers and you need a vocabulary, of course. So along with Russian language classes, you will also have physics, mathematics, and informatics taught in Russian language as well, but mostly for the vocabulary. So you get together with our teachers, you will learn the specific vocabulary of those disciplines to be able to, let's say, become a part of our student community with like no problems in integrating or adapting to the curriculum. So this program is quite efficient. So usually students succeed with B1 level, which is sufficient to enroll. Then they can continue. So after this pre-university course, they can continue in a bachelor or the master or the PhD program, depending on their background, of course. And as you know, probably the bachelor in Russia is 2 years. The master course is 2 years, and the PhD can depend on the major. It could be 3 to 4 years long. Of course, only one intake as well per year. This is in September the 1st, and the prices are still stay in the same level, still range of prices. You may have your bachelor at $1,700 per year. Master is a little bit more expensive, but you should know that the talented students that have their entry exam score higher than average can benefit from the price reduction or some special prices that our university offer to talented students. Well, why our university is so different? Because you see, in Russia we got, well, hundreds of universities, and it's very difficult to understand which one to choose. If ever you are interested in those, applicable project activities, some hands-on experience, so we do recommend you to consider our university as the first choice, because we are the university that started, the very first one that started to implement the project-based approach in Russia. So we started learning our students by doing since 2006. And since we got a lot of projects every year, so this is a specific pedagogical approach that we promote, that consists in participating of all of the students of our university, starting from the very first year of their studies in the projects. What are the projects? So projects could be different. It could be project proposed by an industry. Usually it is so. It could be a project proposed by a research laboratory or research academy of the city, but it could be also your own idea. So if you are dreaming about becoming an entrepreneur, you have a brilliant idea, I don't know, of an application, mobile application or a software, and you are looking for a team to implement it. So here the university will help you, will do the necessary for you to have the team, to have a support from the university personnel, university specific services, dedicated services like marketing or patent office to help you to protect your inventions. And of course, this is obligatory part of the studies. So you can just not even skip it. You are like condemned to participate in the projects and to have this real life experience. This is useful because, well, usually students only find the job after graduation, but our students can find their positions in the companies starting from the very first years of their career and studies at the university, because industries come to our university to propose the projects and they participate in the development and implementation of the idea and finding the solutions together, and they headhunt on those projects as well. So in our university, we got all the infrastructure supporting those student entrepreneurial activities. We got the very first in Russia student business incubator that was first to be opened in Russia in 2004. And since our student business incubator is among the leaders, among the best in Russia by the activities that it proposes, it could be like business angels meeting, accelerators, different activities, meeting with companies. So everything is on the disposal of our students to become a successful entrepreneur, international one, or like say aiming the national or regional market. Today, our graduates so are very successful, so they create their own companies, and the statistics say that today we got more than 200 companies, spin-out companies of the university that do participate in our, let's say, life, in our projects, and together those companies are becoming quite big. They are producing almost 80% of the high-tech products of the Tomsk region, so they are becoming a very good and big players of the regional and national economy. Everybody speaks about the rankings, of course. I guess we cannot avoid it today. And our university is quite proud to become a part of a Times Higher Education with quite good positions. We were among the best Russian universities. We have in the world 220th position by industry income. That prove that our cooperations with industrial partners are quite successful. We have quite nice positions in the field of physical sciences, engineering and technology, impact rankings, TUS, 5 stars for the teaching and employability, of course, and well, some regional and national rankings are also evaluating every year. Some of the statistics about our international life. So we got quite nice positions in QS BRICS among Russian universities. We are a part of a top 7, I guess, today. We got more than 2,000 international students, more precisely more than 2,300 coming from 40 countries. So recent statistics of this year say that there are more than 40 countries represented. And this student population, international one, represents today almost 80% of the whole on-campus student population. Well, I say on-campus because our university, the half of the students of our university are distance learners. They are not on campus. So our university also one of the leaders in Russia by distance learning before the pandemic. So we are almost 20. We have almost 20-year experience in this field, and long before the pandemic, our students were studying remotely as well. They were living in different countries and different regions of Russia, and they were still having opportunity to study in university and get their degree, bachelor or master degree from our university. Sometimes without not even coming on campus, doing everything online. We got, of course, different dual degree programs with different universities located across the world, like in Europe, in Asia, US. We got those dual degrees already implemented. So with mostly French universities, but as you see here, you got also some dual degrees from Kazakhstan as well. More of them are being developed now, so we hope some more programs to be ready by the further intake, upcoming intake. So all of our students, with no exceptions, international Russian nationals, can participate in those dual degrees exchange programs and mobility. Of course, those opportunities are quite a lot. Also, we got one interesting proposal for the international students coming from different universities, regardless of the fact whether the university they're coming from is a partner of ours or not. So if you are free mover, you are university student, any university student, free mover looking forward to have an internship abroad. So our university welcomes international interns for free, of course. So this is a completely free of charge. We do not pay any tuition, any scholarship, or any grants, but you have your own expenses. but the tuition fee does not exist. So you come for free to study, and we are happy to propose you one of our projects to join. You will have a good team, nice experience, cultural, language ones. Everything will happen in English language. So within the project, students and supervisors do speak English, of course. Even though the programs, I mean, for the degree studies are delivered in Russia, the level of the English language in our university among the students and researchers are quite high. Well, that is all nice and fun, you're gonna tell me, but where it is exactly, the city of Tomsk, never heard about it. Some of them will say, but you should know that city of Tomsk is just one of the most, let's say, student ones in the country. We were recently ranked by QS Best Student Cities as the second best student city in Russia after St. Petersburg. We got here 6 public state universities located close to one another. That makes this, student atmosphere very specific, very nice and open. Very international population living here, and you need to understand that this is a very in Russian scale, very ancient city, having more than 400 years of history. And we got here very nice examples of wooden architecture, different specific, ornaments, etc., that you can discover, completely available and well represented, well preserved. Where we are right in the heart of the country. Here you see the big blue country like this. This is Russia. This is very big, and we are located in Siberia. Usually people, when they hear Siberia, they think about the eternal cold, the low temperatures. This is completely true, but this is not the extreme cold. Usually people think about -50. It's not in our region, of course. -50 is close to North Pole. We are located closer to south. Here we got China, here we got Kazakhstan, Mongolia somewhere here. So we are in the very heart of Russia, close to the Russian south border. We got here, of course, a long winter. This is Siberia, still Siberia, but it's not that cold as you can imagine, speaking about Siberia. How do people get there? Usually people get here by plane, of course, by plane, because in Russia, the distances are so huge that, sometimes to reach one city from another, you need a couple of days by train or by car. So usually people prefer taking planes. And if you travel by Moscow, for example, if you are coming from, this western side, I mean, the Europe, or I mean, Africa, Latin America, North America, and all those, regions, you will almost automatically come through Moscow. Moscow is the capital of the country. And, from Moscow, there are regular flights several times a day from different airports. So very easy to reach the city. It will take you only 4 hours of the night flight. You will arrive in the early morning. If you prefer trains and you want to discover a Trans-Siberian, for example, this is also fine. You may take a train. It will take you a little longer. As I said, 2.5 days to go. We do not recommend students coming first time to country to take car to reach the city. Well, usually you can take it on the spot to discover the region, but still traveling across the country without knowing any Russian, it's still quite risky, I would say. If you are coming from Asian part, from China, from Southeast Asia, from, I don't know, Philippines or Japan, usually you will reach Novosibirsk, which is the biggest hub, close to international hub, close to the city. And then you got those regular trains connecting the city with the Tomsk. Sorry. Who live in the city? Well, city is populated with students. 1 person out of 5 is a student. We got here almost more than 90 countries represented. So the atmosphere here, regardless of the season, is quite nice. People do go out, even in the winter. They practice winter sports. They enjoy ice sculptures, Christmas decorations, and some of them you see on the picture are having fun with like getting naked in -34, hoping that the summer will soon come. That is written right behind. For those of you who prefer some traditional leisure, visiting museums, expositions, of course, you will find everything here on your disposal. Wooden architecture, green parks, spaces. So everything is very diverse and, well, quite affordable, I would say. Wooden architecture, I told you about, we got more than 1,000 of those wooden houses, very well decorated, preserved in a good condition, restored, some of them. These are only few that myself personally I like the most, but we got more than 1,000 of them across the city. And it's very pleasant walk across the city to see all those samples of the wooden architecture. 4 seasons we got here, not only winter, of course. Of course, the winter is a longer period of the year, lasting about 6 months. We got, of course, autumn and spring that are very, very short. And we got, luckily, unfortunately for us, very good and nice summer, lasting almost 4 months, with temperatures going up to like 35 degrees plus, of course. We can like swim and sunbathe, everything is like in summer elsewhere. So you won't be like frozen every time. Of course, we get a changing of the season, and each season is beautiful here. Autumn is like multicolored. Winter is so beautiful with those white trees everywhere. And of course, the summer offering a wide range of leisures and beautiful landscapes to discover. How to apply? Well, this is very simple, in fact. As I said, we got here in Tomsk 6 universities. So even for the one who never heard about the city, about the universities, we decided to get together with all of them here in Tomsk and create a joint web portal that is called studyintomsk.ru. I do invite you to visit it. You will find here the searching engine for all the degree programs you may find here in Tomsk. You will find there the information about the city, about each university, about everything, about the programs. Each and every program is detailed with the prices, with the contact person. So you can have a Russian language test here, and we are about to put the free of charge Russian language online course. So it could become a very nice tool for you to discover the city, the language. So I do recommend you to check this website. You may find everything here. But if ever you are dreaming to become a successful entrepreneur in the IT domain, so I do recommend you not to waste your time and go directly to introedu.tusur.ru. So this is our admissions portal. You will find here the information available in French and English. So for international students willing to subscribe for the pre-university course, but also you will find there my colleagues who will advise you on each and every program, accommodation, etc., etc. If ever you do not find this information on the website, there is also a very easy procedure to apply, very well explained. You just go through the steps and you will finish up by coming here anytime. What else? So also I would like to share with you today this information. Today we got still for some countries we got still this offer available of having a scholarship to study in Russia. So this scholarship is provided by the Russian Ministry of Science and Higher Education, and you can apply to this scholarship on the website that is called educationinrussia.com. I do recommend you to check it, even though if you're not preparing this year intake, but the upcoming one, it could be useful because the Russian ministry offers a full scholarship for international students of all the countries. So it's quite easy to get. So you need to subscribe, upload some documents, and participate. If in your countries there is a selection committee, they will contact you to inform about the following procedure. And if you are selected, of course, you will have a full scholarship to study in our university. And if you need any support or advice on how to apply, of course, do not hesitate to contact us. But this is a great opportunity. For some countries, it's up to tomorrow, I guess, up to today. For the others, it's open before mid-February. So I do recommend you to check to register and to check for the deadlines in your country. Well, where do students live? This is a very important question. So we got just the best student residence in the city, the newest one. It's arranged like small apartments. It's not like, common rooms for multiple persons, or like with a bathroom located or a kitchen located on the floor. We got apartments, and each and every apartment is equipped with a bathroom, of course, with a kitchen. Well, apartment is a two-room apartment. In one room you got two students, and the bigger one you got 3 students, and each and every one has its own table, everything at his disposal, very new and very comfortable to live. Each apartment has like 67 square meters, which is quite big. I would say, well, his residence is, of course, offering 24/7 study rooms for students, gym for free, of course, and around the university residence located right in the heart of the campus, you will find all the sport opportunities, like rent a bicycle, rent a ski in the winter. Like it's located in the middle of natural park, and whole campus is just like 5 minutes walking from the residence, so you won't be traveling a lot. Just everything is located very close and very convenient to reach. Expenses. So this is a very important part of my presentation. So the accommodation is only 15, there is no mistake, US dollars per month for this very comfortable place in a student apartment. Here we have a big advantage that we are very far from Moscow. You may saw it, and the prices here are thrice less than in Moscow or St. Petersburg, and you may have your meal in a canteen for $3 US. And if you want to go out in the evening to discover the nightlife, you will spend about like 10 to 15 US dollars per night, I would say. The medical insurance is very important because we got here different weather conditions, different food and everything. It's important and obligatory to all international students to have a medical insurance. The local medical insurance is quite inexpensive. It's only $50 US per year, and you are covered for the range of the consultations in different hospitals and clinics of the city. So you may choose the closest you wish. And it's very easy. So we do recommend all students to take this insurance right after they're coming, not to wait until they are getting ill. Public transport is very cheap, but as I said, everything is located so close to the campus. You won't be traveling a lot. Even sometimes when you want to go to the city center to discover some, I don't know, curiosities or like architecture buildings, so you will take the bus, of course, and this travel won't cost you a lot, only less than 20 cents of a dollar. Well, the bigger part of expenses is the travel expenses, of course. Your plane ticket to Russia would be a bigger part of your budget. Our students, of course, they have a lot of opportunities to go out, to do sports. We got here even some exotic sports like rowing, which is, well, our team, by the way, is one of the European champions. We got paragliding, we got diving, we got, of course, all snow-related sports like hockey, like snowboard, ski, alpine ski, etc. What to do after? So first of all, you need to know that since last year, not last year, also almost 2 years ago, our Russian government decided finally to allow all international students doing their degree studies to work without asking them to do the work permit. So this is an advantage that is available from the August 2020. So from that on, students are not required to apply for the work permit. They can work as much as they want in a condition that it won't hurt their studies. There is no limit for the number of hours to work. There is no work permit to get. Just you can work everywhere, and your employer does not need any neither to apply for any work permit for you. So this became very simple. So our students, our graduates, especially the graduates, they prefer sometimes to stay in Russia, but there are some of them also who prefer to go back to their countries and to contribute to the national economies. So having good positions back to their countries. Well, we got here a lot of international students, as I said, almost 40 countries, not almost 40 countries represented. I just put here some nice photos of all those international students happy, having fun, participating in different extracurricular activities or conferences, just to show that, life here is very dynamic and very full of events. What else? So you are very welcome, guys, to join our big international family. And of course, myself and my colleagues, we are here to welcome you. So myself and my colleagues, we are having our office right here on the main square of the city, in the main building, in the main office. You see, in the very center of the city, we are located. So please do not hesitate to address to myself and my colleagues all of the queries. We speak, well, different languages. So I just put here some flags just to illustrate so in what languages you can address, but don't be limited by those languages. Google Translator will help us, I guess, to understand each and every language you speak to, and well, we will try to answer it. I got my contacts here. So guys, if you are coming from China, you got my WeChat ID. So if you prefer email, so here you have my email. So I guess I'm done. So I'm gonna wait for your messages on my mail. And thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for listening until the end, because I know it could be very long, those presentations. And just before I finish, I would like all of you to consider the possibility of having your education in Russia, because, well, Russia proposes a wide range of opportunities, possibilities, and programs for you, and the education is quite recognized in the world, and you can have the quality education for the very competitive prices, especially if you choose not the European part of Russia, but regional universities. Thank you very much. Спасибо большое, дорогие друзья, за внимание. Спасибо, что терпеливо дождались окончания презентации. Конечно, мы будем рады для тех из вас, кто говорит по-русски. Конечно, вам будет немножечко проще, и мы будем рады ответить на ваши любые вопросы. Не стесняйтесь, пожалуйста, обращаться ко мне и к моим коллегам за какими-то, даже если какие-то есть вопросы, которые, может быть, напрямую не связаны с поступлением, что-то хотите о городе узнать или о других университетах, пожалуйста, всегда будем рады помочь. Очень будем ждать вас среди наших студентов. У нас очень много студентов русскоговорящих из стран СНГ. Большинство из них, кстати, из СНГ, поэтому международных студентов мы очень сильно любим, поэтому очень ждем вас, будем рады помочь и ответить на все ваши вопросы. Добро пожаловать в Томск. Спасибо.
Большое спасибо за презентацию, уважаемые участники. Если есть вопросы, вы можете включить микрофон и задать вопросы устно. Вопросов нет. Тогда большое спасибо за внимание, большое спасибо за выступление. Всего хорошего и хорошего. Всего
Спасибо
хорошего. До
большое, до
свидания. Да,
встречи в
хороших
Томске.
выходных.
Всего доброго, до
До
свидания.
свидания.